Hey, it's Del from Let's Get Inkie, and let's get messy. Let's get art journaling. Today I'm using my Dina Wakley media journal, which is growing on me. If you're one of my Patreon peeps, you would have heard my thoughts about it over there, and it's slowly growing on me. I'm learning how to adjust to the different papers, so I'm hoping to have this filled up by the end of June. We'll see how we go. I'm going through this plastic container I have. If you are able to get your hands on any plastic containers like this, they are so handy. It's A4 sized, which is our standard Australian printer paper size. And what I do is, when I have a magazine that I'm finished with, I sit on the couch and I just rip out anything that takes my fancy. I cut out words like homebodies, because I'm such a homebody, words that appeal to me, pictures that appeal to me, and I just put them in here, and I don't sort them, which is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a bad thing because if I'm looking for one specific piece, it is hard to find. But it is also a good thing because it's a great feeling just sifting through inspirational pictures and images that I really just like. It's very kind of creative, mojo inducing. So what I'm doing here is, I found this picture, and this is actually a girl I met during a spotlight event that I did for Spotlight stores over here in Oz, and she's called iMakes-A-Gram on Instagram, and she is amazing. She makes these jackets that are made out of tinsel, and she does these little pom-poms with apologies on them. If you haven't looked at her Instagram before, have a little looky, because she comes up with some zany, fun, arty projects, and I drool over her Instagram because it's just so fun and colourful. So I decide to this quote, not this page, but the green wreathy floral one, is from Daphne's Diary, which is a magazine that I don't know how to describe it. It's very girly. It's a little bit European, I would say, and it has fun, like, little poems in it, and it just is, if you like art journaling in a pretty way, it's a great magazine to cut up. I'm sure on YouTube you'd be able to see some flip throughs of it. I managed to get my hands on a couple of copies a while ago, and I kept all of the poems. Oh my goodness, there is huge lightning out the front. Aaron, did you see that? Sorry, slight tangent. There is a great lightning storm going on outside with no rain. Wow. Tangent, sorry. Oh, here comes the thunder. I hope I can record this and not have a blackout. So what I decided to do is paint the right-hand side of this art journal page black using my Dilutions paint, just to kind of make this text paper just pop. And this text paper was from Frankie magazine, which is an Aussie magazine that I love, and I've loved it for a long time. I used to have a subscription to it a couple of years ago. Aaron got me it for my birthday, I think, and it's a really hipster magazine with just some fun, not mindless, but some articles in it that you wouldn't typically read in a normal magazine. It's a good one to read. And I'm basically just using that paper just as like a scrapbooking background paper. But the great thing is that I didn't really pay for. Well, I paid for the magazine, but I kind of, after I enjoy the magazine for its actual magazine purpose of reading it, I kind of see these papers as free papers, because you've bought it and you've used it for the purpose that it needs to be, and now it's just basically going in the rubbish, and you're saving these papers. So I'm using some washi tape here just to fill in this little empty spot. I'm using some matte gel medium to stick it down, just because I never trust washi tape. It just doesn't really have long-lasting sticking properties. I've actually received quite a few letters and things in my PO box that have been sealed with washi tape, and they have fallen open during the post and been resealed by the post office. So if you ever send mail, do not use the washi tape. Try and tape it. You can use washi tape and then put maybe packing tape over the top, because I used to think washi tape was really sticky, but I know its secrets now. So I'm using my matte gel medium to stick this down because I'm a little bit lazy and I didn't want to use my double-sided tape, and my matte gel medium was here, it was open, and I thought it would be easy to do. It was a bit tricky. I did fold the crease line first, which did help a lot. I think if I hadn't have folded that first, it would have been much more difficult, because I do want to be able to fold this page comfortably. The matte gel medium does kind of glue it quite straight and quite not bubbly, which is good as well. So I'm just painting that over the top, and then I'm going to stick on my girl as well. And I just thought the flowers kind of suited the flowers around this little wreath. This poem spoke to me because as I'm recording this voiceover, we've just gotten over Christmas, and Christmas for us was very busy. In the space of from Christmas Eve to New Year's Day, we only had 2 days where we didn't have visitors, and that's not people staying, that's different visitors every day, which is lovely. I love to see everyone. I love to catch up with my friends and my family, but it's busy. it's a lot, and I know Aaron and I were both feeling it. Today's like a really nice relaxing day at home, and it was just nice to take a moment. And this poem is called One Moment, and it's all about being busy and just taking a moment just to stop and breathe and just relax. And it was just an appropriate poem for this time, I think. I've had an amazing Christmas. It was so good. We saw friends from different states came in, and also a lot of Aaron's family that live further away, which was great. But it's nice to take that moment and kind of look at where we've come in a year's time. Like Christmas last year is so different to Christmas this year. We have little Archie, and he wasn't as crazy with the wrapping paper as I thought. He kind of just preferred to hit the present, like not hit, but pat the presents. He wanted to pat the presents, not actually rip the paper. But yeah, we've just had a busy Christmas, and it's nice to take a moment. So I'm adding a couple of embellishments. Those DIY embellishments I actually made with some of my Patreon Chatterbox girls in a video chat, and they're so fun to just slap on a page because they're already done. And the good thing is that I can use them for Project Life, I can use them for scrapbooking, I can use them for art journaling. They're so versatile. It's really, really, I think it's a good project if you're stuck in a bit of a creative rut as well. So there's my big head in the way, and I'm just adding some journaling here using my Uniball Signo in the broad tip, which is my favourite white pen. I had to make sure the paint was quite dry. It was pretty dry. If you are very precious about your pens, maybe wait a day to do your journaling. But so far, my Uniball broad hasn't died. I haven't lost one to wet paint, touch wood, yet. The Posca pens, on the other hand, I lose them a lot. It's something just about the fuzzy tip of the Posca paint pen compared to the gel tip from this Uniball pen that kind of makes it a little bit more tough when it comes to paint. So next up, I wanted to add something around this girl. I wanted to add a little kind of like an outline, and also a little bit of text around these hearts. I felt like I've got the cursive font of my writing on the black, I've got the typewriter font in the middle, and I just kind of wanted a bit of a blocky print around some of these hearts. These hearts are actually from the December printables that I have over on Patreon. The link's always in the description if you're interested in finding out more about that. but they were sitting on my desk and I thought I'd slap them on a page, because my motto, as you know, is stick and plonk if you watch my main channel. I think that sometimes we get so caught up about the perfection of a page. I didn't know what this page was going to come out as when I first started, and I think they're the best pages when you just kind of find products around you and media, and you just slap it all together and see what you can come out with. So next up, I'm trying to decide what to do to this lovely flower face girl, and I decided to use I'm going to learn how to say it one day. I think it's Stabilo. I think it's Stabilo. All pencil, ALL, and it's just a black pencil that is water soluble, so it reacts to water, and it's really fun. I like to use it for outlining either figures or outlining words. I think that's also a fun way to use it as well, and it just kind of gives a bit of a shadow, which is fun. I decided that I needed something else that was dark on the page. The black on the right hand side and the black around the girl weren't kind of gelling together, so I decided to get inky. Let's get inky, as my channel is called. And I really should pull out my black ink more often. I do enjoy it, but I am a little bit scared of it because it's so black, and as you can see, the dropper it's temperamental, to say the least. And I'm kind of making some dots. This is an India ink that I got off eBay probably 2 years ago now. I just typed in India ink and there's quite a few cheap ones available on there. And it's basically just a very black ink. I'm sure that it has properties that I don't know of, but for me, I use it as a very black ink, and it works and it does its job. I'm also using some navy hiiiii shine just to give it a bit of a glimmer, and you can see now that it's dried with my heat gun in that top right hand corner, you can actually see the navy really well. Adding a couple of glitter hearts, because when should you not add a glitter heart really in life? Glitter hearts make everything a little bit better, and I am going to add some gold hiiiii shine in a moment, because you know me, guys, I love my gold hiiiii shine, and it needs to be done. I decided to add it on the girl's hair, which came out really amazing. I love the way it looks, and it kind of makes her look a bit fairy-like, I guess, with the gold glimmer in her hair. But the page is almost done. I really enjoyed making this one. It was fun to make an art journal page that wasn't really wasn't painty or mixed media-y at all. It was basically a paper collage. So if you'd like to see me do some more art journal videos that aren't mixed media heavy and are more collage and sticking and doodling, that kind of thing, please let me know in the comments down below. If you're a new subscriber, hello, welcome. I post videos every week. I'm holding myself to that in 2018. I also have a main channel, QUILL, which is for scrapbooking and project life. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It helps my little channel out, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye!